Today we're going on a hike at Sheldon's Point at the Nature Park in St. John, New Brunswick. You can see behind us is the Bay of Fundy and Sheldon's Point, and we're going to take you along with us.
You ready to hit the trail?
Sure am.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Behind us is Partridge Island. So Partridge Island was important because years and years ago when settlers came in from Europe, Partridge Island was a quarantine island where people would stay on the island before they hit the mainland. And so the idea there was people would stay, make sure they were healthy before they went out. It's not open to the public, but there is a breakwater there where people can access it, but I don't know if it's 100% legal to do that, although we have seen videos of people doing it and have heard stories as well. But Partridge Island's right there, and it's a big part of history for North America.
So what we've been doing this summer is, well, actually we haven't been doing a lot of overnight hiking, but we still want to keep in shape for hiking. So we do day hikes like this to help keep our legs strong, but we also do CrossFit.
We found that a good ratio for us for working out, we work out about 4 days a week. Basically Monday, Tuesday, we take a break on Wednesday, work out Thursday, Friday, and then we recover on the weekend where we'll do day hikes or swim or whatever the summer has for us. This summer we find it a little harder to get away.
Yeah.
You can explain why, Melissa, if you want.
Our oldest daughter has a job this summer and she works on the weekends. So she's not old enough to drive yet, so she needs transportation to get there. So that's kind of limited when we can go away.
And because of that, I mean, that really, it changes a lot of things. So overnight become much more difficult because we have a schedule that we need to pick up or drop off in the morning or in the evening. So it's become a bit more difficult, but at the same time, we do things at home. So we've picked up archery,
which is super fun.
This summer. We've done one little video on a target. We'll probably do some more videos on archery. We definitely hot tub.
Yep.
Haven't done a lot of videos on that, although if there's any interest, we certainly can. And we do some hiking. Just trying to think of what else we do.
Oh, kayaking.
Yeah, kayaking. We have a canoe as well. At the moment, we're both tired from coming up a hill, but we're both carrying weighted packs too. So what we found a good way for us to train for overnights, which we're not doing right now, but we still want to keep our legs in shape, is carrying weighted packs. So for myself, actually for both of us, we both have REI Flash 55s, but we also have rice in the packs for extra weight to make sure that our legs are strong for when we want to do overnight hikes or longer day hikes. How much weight do you have, Melissa?
I have 25 pounds in mine.
And so that's what, 3 bags of rice, or how did you get that?
2 bags of rice, and then I have like a small magic bag.
Okay.
It's in there too.
So for people that don't know a magic bag, what's that?
That's like it's a bag that's filled with rice that you can heat up if you like for sore muscles to help with that.
Okay, so for myself, I don't have a magic bag, but I do have 3 10-pound bags of rice in my backpack, and I find 30 pounds is a good weight for me. Based on all my gear. My gear is significantly less than that, but what I find is when we go hiking, it's the food that we take that actually weighs a lot, and the water that we carry too. All in, I think if it was just me and all my gear, that's a 2-person tent and everything, I'm probably in the, 12, 13 pound range probably.
Yeah, without food. Right?
And that's with chair, and that's with a lot of nice comfort things, but yes, without food.
Yeah, food I find weighs the most.
Food definitely does. I know some people do the dehydrated meals. We do the best we can do there, but it's not. We'll make our own versions, I guess.
Yeah.
And so we have a couple on the channel, but really, we're big on eating the food that we like to eat, drying the things that need to be dried, and packing it in, and then we just make whatever we want to make. So as an example, Eggs Benedict in the field. Hard to find that in a bag.
Yeah, it definitely is.
But you can find powdered eggs. You can bring in butter.
Right, get the powdered sauce.
You can have the powdered sauce. Bring in a tortilla, and you can make Eggs Benedict. Trail Eggs Benedict.
Yeah, and if you want to, you can even cook bacon at home before you go and
bring that in too.
One thing we've been testing is the DJI Action Cam 5. Is that what it's called?
That's what it's called.
Yep. And it's so far it's been a great camera, easy to use, nice and small, so we're not lugging a great big camera around. What do you think of it?
Yeah, so we had a different camera last time when we went hiking. So we had hiked with I'll just say an off-brand Action Cam, not knowing what to buy and what to look for last season. So when we put up our videos, I mean, I think the quality was decent, but sound, I'll say, wasn't perfect.
Yeah.
We had a couple issues where the microphone got wet and stopped working, so that was sort of an issue that we needed to get past. The other thing was that there were wires too. We couldn't quite get the sound working wireless, and so we did a lot of work and did a fair bit of research and landed on this camera. What I'll say so far is the sound quality in the camera is excellent. At the moment, we're not wearing mics, although we do have, we did purchase 2 DJI mic minis, which makes the sound quality even better. But at the moment, we're using the internal camera, which I find is adequate for something like this.
Exactly.
Where we're sort of concerned is losing the mic minis. They are small.
Yes.
They could brush off very easily, and we're just walking through the woods. But if we were sitting at camp or we had something stationary, we definitely use those microphones.
Yeah,
or in the backyard or something like that, where you could find them and not lose them. One thing we're both figuring out too is just how to use the DJI Action Cam 5 to get the best out of its features. So as an example, getting the proper color out of it, we've got a bit more work to do. Like, we're not camera people, but I will say, I mean, I understand how a camera works. It's just I'm not a cinematographer. The cameras, we wanted something that's just easy to just point and click and shoot.
Yep.
Does a nice job of stability, does a nice job with colors, although I have seen people squeeze a little more out of it. The other question I have too, which we'll probably do some experimentation, is the difference between like a 60 frames per second shot versus like movies at 24.
Right.
I mean, I can see the difference. One looks movie quality, one looks high speed, and they both have different looks, but I don't know what we want. I guess it's really what we're aiming for.
Yeah.
But we're not really shooting movies per se.
No. Just takes more testing, that's all.
Yeah, just need a little more testing. And the other thing that I think is worth talking about is we don't want jittery footage, so we do want like good quality sound, but we don't want the jitters, so we'll just take more testing to figure that out.
That's right.
We had a pretty good gear set up last season for hiking. Yeah. Have we made any changes this season?
Well, actually, we purchased a new tent. The Featherstone 2-person granite. It's a freestanding tent. We just haven't had a chance to set it up and really test it out yet.
I mean, we did set it up in the house and took a look at it, and it's a beautiful tent. It is sill nylon, so I mean, not a. There's some issues with nylon just with when it gets wet and it sort of sags a bit in the rain, but otherwise it seems like a good solid tent.
It does.
It's got decent reviews online from, I'll say, some more famous YouTubers.
Yeah.
It'll be nice to try it out. I know we've already got a couple other tents. So we've got the Lanshan 2 Pro, which I like that tent.
It's a good tent.
Easy to set up, very lightweight as well, and it's a trekking pole tent. The other one's the Yanshun 2 Pro, which is a sort of a X-Mid 2 Pro, or X-Mid 2 knockoff.
Also a trekking pole tent as well.
Also a trekking pole tent. It's a nice tent.
It is, yeah.
We've used it a few times. I would use both of them, but this is one where we've always sort of wanted to try freestanding tents, and it's a nice way for us to I'll say get that, but not pay a ton of money.
Exactly.
So I think we paid 129 Canadian, and that seems very reasonable for a tent. So we'll look forward to trying that one out.
We are hiking today to help strengthen our legs, but Greg, do you know of any other easy ways to help strengthen your legs and ankles?
So we already talked about exercising. So
right.
we would recommend a CrossFit gym or some other comparable gym that does a lot of functional workout. But specifically, I think you want to get squats in there to be able to strengthen legs. The other place that you'd probably need additional work is ankles. But one I noticed, and nobody really talks about it online, is actually jogging. So I started jogging a couple months ago, and I was just going to do shorter distances. And what I noticed immediately is my ankles felt better, my knees felt better, my hips felt better, and I could actually like climb better. So box jumps, box jump overs were much easier. And I'm not running a lot each day. I'm doing a quick jog that takes maybe 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes. But I aim for about 2 kilometers or maybe a mile plus a little bit for people that use that system for distance. But really just a quick run. And what I've noticed is everything has improved for hiking.
Right.
And so that's another easy way to improve your hiking abilities, is just to go for a quick jog. And I'm doing about 3 to 4 days a week, and maybe 10 minutes at a time. So I'm probably accumulating 6 kilometers, which is 4 miles roughly,
Right.
a week. And I find it's been excellent, and something that no one really talks about, but it's something that could help a hiker, especially if they're going to do longer distances and overnight.
We have arrived at Sheldon's Point, and behind us is Manawaganish Island.
Yeah, so it's windy out here on the point. It's actually sort of nice. We've warmed up hiking. A couple boats out there. Generally, though, it's I'll say overcast day here, but it's nice. It's like actually nice hiking weather. I'm cooling off. I've got a sweatshirt on, which I sort of kept, and I was considering taking it off, and I still think I might, because once we get out of this wind, I think I'll start warming up again.
Yeah.
But we'll see. So you might see us without our sweatshirts on. All right, let's continue.
Let's go. We just finished up our hike on Sheldon's Point Trail. If you're in St. John, you should check it out. It takes about 50 minutes. It's a great little trail with some nice ups and downs and a beautiful view of the ocean.
If people want to find us, how would they do that?
You can follow us on Instagram at Rights Outside.
And you can like and subscribe on YouTube.
Down below.
There we go.
That's right.
Until the next one.
Thanks for watching.